Hey, welcome back, everybody. I think this is going to be part 4 for Grim Fandango walkthrough. Um, yeah, we'll jump right into it. One thing I wanted to talk about before we actually started, though, was this morning I just saw the trailer for the Spaceballs 2 movie. Super excited about that one. I don't know if anyone's ever seen the first one. It came out a long time ago, probably close to like 40 years ago now, I think. But Spaceballs is a classic. It's like one of the original spoof type movies, and it's obviously off Star Wars, but it's pretty good. They just dropped a teaser, like announcement trailer, this morning about the second one, so should have a lot of the returning cast, and we'll see how it is. I don't know. All right, got Grim Fandango going. Let's see. I think we left off in the car right here. In the, what's this place called? Weeping Forest or something? I'm literally not too sure where to go, though.
You want to go back to that no-good town? You can go without me.
Would make a lot of jokes about because, producer type person, I need to shorten the game, cut it somehow. So this area, I would, say, hey, we need to cut the beavers. Does that make sense?
He's like, no way, not cutting it.
Oh, well, the whole time we'd fight about it, and it was that one kind of thing where, that was the story I told a little earlier about the ship, and he said, Leslie, a game is like a ship, and the ship is going, and it's going to keep going until it stops. And I was like, that kind of logic is that? It has to finish at some point. So I was like, look, the beaver's got to go, and they'd always be on the list. And he actually drew me a little pictures on a napkin of like the armadillo, the beavers on fire. And he's like, why did you cut me, Leslie? Please don't cut me, Leslie. And he would just poke me.
Okay, so what is this stupid part? Okay, that was stupid. Okay, what are we doing?
I still remember writing a big justification about tank controls when I was pitching this. People were like, let's make it so the controls are more like Mario, where you push it. No, point and click. I was thinking tank controls I thought were superior to point and click at the time, because when you're pointing and clicking, you're distant from the screen, and the screen is this other thing that you're interacting with your fingertips.
Right.
But when you're doing tank controls, you feel like you are in the center of the character.
Right.
And the world is rotating. The world's rotating around you. So when you think, instead of going, I want to go on the left of the screen or I want to go to the right of the screen, you're saying, I want to look at the thing to the left of me and the thing to the right of me. And now
No, those controls suck. Sorry. Yeah.
It's a good piece of evidence that you can sometimes make a really good argument for the wrong decision, and that's something to watch out for in life. You know what I mean? Like, you can make a really compelling and in fact win an argument.
Oh yeah.
And be totally wrong.
Winning an argument has nothing to do with being right, that's for sure.
Yeah, so sorry for freaking using 2 audios right there. Did not mean to do that. What is this? A demon beaver? Why else do we got the fire extinguisher, though? Y'all boys in for it now. Get out of here. Huh? Huh?
I like to save bones. I like. Ooh.
All I got is bones. Bro. Why is this not... Okay. Yeah, get back. One more. No! Back up. Can I run? Or should I... Oh, can I do it? Can I do it?
That road leads out of the that road leads out of the forest, I'm sure. But I don't think I
Oh.
get very far on foot. Plus, how could I leave?
No! There's no way.
That's not on fire.
Hey! Oh!
That's not on
Stupid.
Hey! Ah!
That's not on fire.
Why is the control so bad for this? Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Okay, so holding A versus pressing it seems to be the better play here, but the controls for this are also pretty garbage. Oh, there we go. That almost got me. Ah! Get off, 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 get off. No! I didn't know you could chase me that far. Okay.
That road, plus how could I leave? That road leads out of the forest, I'm sure. But I don't
Okay, let's get the car out.
Plus, how could I leave?
Let's get the car. No, 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 no.
There's a big old padlock on this outer gate.
Yeah, there
There's a
is.
big old padlock on
Bone?
this outer gate. No place. No place. There's a big old. Nope. I like to save bones for special occasions.
Can I use this as a key?
I don't want
No.
my scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
The fire extinguisher won't work here. That's probably stupid, right?
That's not.
Anything
That's
here?
not on fire. That's not on fire. That's not on fire. That's not. That's not on. That's not. That's not on fire.
Okay.
That's not on.
I wonder if let's pick anything up here. Oh yeah, something. That's a bone.
This scene actually, this is the beavers here. Another good example of like why you
Oh.
have coroutines in games, because you know, at least in adventure games, you have to have like a script that just says how's this beaver going to behave? You know, what's he going to do? And at the time that people were making games, you know, the scripting languages weren't popular yet. You had a lot of games in C, and somebody would have been trying to write in their game engine, in their game loop, and go run the beavers now. And in a scene like this, you had to be able to take that and say, this is how a beaver behaves. Right now, I'm thinking like a beaver. How would a beaver? He's going to crawl over here, and he's going to chew on these things, and then he'll get tired, and then he'll jump over here. Same thing with the pigeons and anything else. And that, again, it's like, I didn't have to think about the fact that they were needed. They were obviously needed. I mean, that's one of the things that Scump had made very obvious. Like, you cannot make adventure games without coroutines. They didn't even call them coroutines. We didn't even know what to call them for a long time until, I mean, they were just threads, yeah. And actually, well, that was one of the early experiments. I actually tried to use actual Windows threads, because this is a Windows game.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw a bone, and maybe I get the fire extinguisher ready. Did I kill him? What did I do? Huh. So I gotta do this, what, 4 times? 2 more times? Alright, that was it, I guess. Okay.
That's not.
There we go. Easy. One of the easiest challenges we've done all day. Why am I going backwards? Oh, I have to break the lock or something? What do I have to do? Yeah, okay, never mind. I spoke too soon.
You want to go back to that no-good town? You can go without me.
Man, I'm stumped. I don't know. How am I supposed to know what to do here? Like, okay, let's talk about it. There's 12 different spots to go here. There's absolutely nothing that tells me anything. I go through one hole and it takes me out another. I hate to admit it, but oh man, I do not know. Yeah.
Not right now.
Okay, it wasn't. We got it. We have to put it in the right spot. I don't know why it's. That was so difficult. Okay. That looks like a key.
This is like a callback to those brave young men and their jaunty jalopies. Isn't that movie? Those outrageous young men, their flying machines.
No, that I remember.
There are these two crazy movies from the 60s which were all about, it was kind of like the Wacky Races, but a real life version. Magnets? Yeah.
Flying machines.
And it was like one of those movies, it was kind of like Wild 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 World or whatever, like a Mad World, where all these people were chasing some crazy prize, but the cars in it always had things like that. I think that is a direct lift, like one of the cars would have these hydraulic shocks that lifted up, or just crazy extending things.
Right.
Can't pass.
Okay. Well, we got the key. That was most important.
It's huge. I'll need Gladys to open it.
Okay. Glad we could just do all that, not.
Driving over people.
They can't feel it. They're dead.
What, Dad? I wouldn't want to drive over you.
That's because you and I, Gladys, are friends.
Aw, Manny.
All right. Whew. We made it out of the. What is it called? I forget. Forbidden Forest or something?
Hello?
That was a little tough with that whole sign thing, but
We're
we
here
did
to
it.
save you.
Hey, lay off the racket. The whole town's asleep.
But I want a drag race. When they get a load of my car, we're gonna be the talk of the town.
You're right. We're gonna have to find a good place to hide that road show.
Speaking of hiding, I wonder if Mitch is here already. I'm gonna go see what I can stir up. Not a bad piece of real estate, actually. It's got potential.
Okay. Bro hitting the hydraulics, just chilling.
I really wanted to have this moment of Lasco bonding with Glottis. That
Yo!
Tourists.
What the?
You gotta watch your step around here, stranger. Rubacava ain't the quaint little port town she used to be. Well, hell, looks like there's a new vessel in town. Pardon me whilst I go check her out.
Are we okay? Just fell off a cliff.
Well, actually, it's mostly stock with a few mods here and there.
So, would those be glass packs I'm hearing, or turbos?
There was this one high-pitched whine it was making. Really grating noise, you know? And I searched and searched, but I couldn't find the source of the noise until we pulled in here.
Was it the blower?
No, it was Manny screaming in the back like a cat tied to a cruise missile.
That wasn't me.
That's a good one.
Hola.
Hey, Manny, Dockmaster Velasco here says he's got a place we can dry dock the bone wagon for a while.
Oh, yeah. We can't leave a beauty like this out in the fog, or her chrome will get pitted.
Pitted? Did you hear that, Manny?
You folks gonna stay in Rubacava for a spell?
We're here looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar.
I'm not too good with names. Did she have any distinguishing marks or a tattoo?
Not that she showed me.
Well, like I said, I'm as good with names as you are with the fog.
I might be here.
Well, there's lots of work, and I just don't.
How do you get around?
When you know where you are by the icy touch of the... What, Manny?
Can I just ask? Because I know it's not an eye.
Oh, well, when I was alive, I had an eye patch like this. This one's just for the phantom pain. And that one eye socket used to scream like a banshee when the trade winds blew, so I...
Hey, Manny, we were in the middle of a conversation here.
Hey, okay.
Tell me you want me to leave. I'll get out. My fault. What do you mean is there any work in this town? It's one little building. I don't see anybody else. Alright, there's a second dude. He's working. He's mopping. Little diner.
I have bigger things on my... Mr. Flores, I'm ready to take you now.
Manny Calavera, is that you? Didn't you used to be taller?
I'm looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar.
Well, no one's come through town by that name, and you can take it from me. I, too, am looking for someone, so I watch the comings and goings around here very carefully.
Who are you looking for?
Well, if you must know, it's about my wife. I got word that she passed away not long after I, and that she too was crossing the land of the dead on foot. It is said that all lost souls come to Rubacava, so I came here to wait for her.
It's a good man. Good family values. Way to wait for your woman.
How do you know your wife hasn't gone ahead of you?
Oh, Manny. If she had arrived here first, surely she would have waited for me.
You must love her very much, Celso.
Yes, this is true. Of course, she also has all of my money.
There you go.
I'll help you find your wife. What did she look like?
Oh, here. I got this from the DOD and made copies to hand out. Isn't she something?
She must have been beautiful with skin.
Weren't we all?
So, know a good place to stay in town?
What's your price range?
Somewhere around the high end of nothing.
Then maybe, young man, it's time.
Can you give me
Have any
sales?
We only have.
Okay.
Well, if you say.
It's Celso's wife. Actually, I don't think skin would help.
Oh. Looking for work in the town. There is one room. There's a room up there. How do I get up there? I see a door. And absolutely nothing else to do in this whole place. Can I go falling off the cliff
I'll wait
again?
for the fog to clear before I try exploring town again.
I really wanted to have this moment of Alaska.
That's the way back to the forest. The spiders, the city, my old job. Let's hope I never have to take that road again. Gladys, you gotta... You sure a woman named Mercedes Colomar never came through this town?
She might have. I don't know. I told you the first time, I'm no good with names.
You sure a woman...
I told...
What about a picture?
Ever seen this woman?
Oh, if this is the woman you're looking for, take my advice. Forget about her. She sailed out of here weeks ago in a cozy portside cabin built for two. And she wasn't alone.
How do you know she sailed out of here? I don't believe it.
It's a tough break, Junior, but you gotta face it. Here, Look it up in my port log if you want it in writing. 6 weeks ago on a Tuesday. Ticket for 2, paid in full. I cracked the champagne on the bow myself.
Oh, my man. Sorry.
A conversation here.
Hey, okay.
Look, I know how you feel, son. Once I lost a very special lady myself. I waved to her from the docks as she sailed out of port, and I never saw her again.
What was her name?
The SS La Mancha was her name, but don't make me talk about her, because I just can't do it.
What's his name? Celso? I'm gonna have to break the news to my boy right now.
Velasco's logbook says Celso's wife took a bunk with a hunk.
That's tough, my guy. I'm sorry. And look at him. He's working right now. He's mopping the floors thinking about her, and I gotta go break the news. I'm sorry, my boy.
Your wife sailed out of here 2 months ago with another man.
Mandy did not lay that down easy.
It's all in there.
Oh, Manny. Is there a greater constant in nature than the treachery of women?
Forget about her, Celso.
Have you forgotten yours? I'm going after her. You take over my job here. This mop at least will never let you down. That compass in the handle will sure come in handy too.
And now I'm stuck with a job. Year 1. A year? Hold on, did I miss something? What do you mean? I'm spending a year here? What are we doing? I spent a whole year here? Am I what, a millionaire now? What am I wearing this white suit for? What happened?
Hey, boss. You gonna come downstairs? I got a customer asking for you.
You know I don't like to mingle with the customers.
Well, you may want to mingle with this one. She sounds like your type.
Well, looks like a quiet night in old Rubacava.
And just the amount of research that went into all of this, because I just remember Tim going to every film noir movie ever, and we would just all the time there would be something to do, and he's like, want to go to the movies? And it was just, I mean, you can see it, the dark shadows, and then the music. I mean, everything is just so film noir and really pulls you in.
Yeah, I remember us all going to see Casablanca, and I think it was in the Castro Theater or something. It was one of those old San Francisco theaters. I forget which one it was, but it was the whole gang of us went. And
yeah, remember? Did you guys go to the Golden Gate Fields for the horse races? I know they weren't.
I
wish.
That was part of it, because I think there were some scenes around.
Wait, what? Why did this...
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny.
Okay.
I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
Bogan coming?
Yeah, he's down at the casino, probably.
Think she'll come in tonight?
Manny, you asked what am I supposed to...
You're supposed to say...
Yes, I think tonight that you finally go nuts from waiting for the grand entrance of Ms. Mercedes Colomar.
Let's try that again, shall we?
Yes, I think...
Thank you. It's my fault she's out in the woods alone, you know. How's the flow tonight?
We're dead tonight, Manny. Everybody's back home for the day of the... Except for the casino. Why is it that all the people who don't go home are the same people who just love to gamble?
Well, I guess when you've got nothing to go home to, you've got nothing to lose.
Hey!
That was a bar.
Put that over the door.
We should put that. That was a bar. Everything going to the field for Norris.
Okay.
Yeah! Okay. I found all these plastic tiles in the back, left over from the automat, and guess what? They all have numbers on them. So what I'm doing is, I give one to everyone who checks a code in and... Manny, you're not even listening to me. I go to all this work.
Lupe.
Forget it. Don't pretend to care.
No, I want to hear.
Hup, oh, I'll tell someone else about it. Someone who cares.
Please.
Don't patronize.
Everything.
Everything. It's beautiful. I can't wait for people to. It's
Okay.
Okay. One thing I've noticed straight up, this super seems like this just turned into Casablanca. Like literally, I'm wearing Humphrey Bogart's like exact fit. I got Sam playing the piano.
So Tim created a character, which I very much appreciate. I love her. Her name is Lupe, and she happens to be a little bit based on me and my idiosyncrasies. And so when I remember one time we were hanging out, and he told me, he's like, see, how can you tell me that I don't understand our relationship? Like, I can write about it. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said, see, she's super organized. Nobody listens to her, but she has a lot of really important things to say.
I can't hear anything.
We need her, and that's what you realize.
Awesome.
So I was like, oh, I love you. And she does karate kicks. That was the best, like, because I like to punch people. And so if you notice, sometimes I don't know if they have it in here, but she punches in the air. She does air punches.
Awesome. She was really easy to cast because I had such a great frame of reference for her.
Thank you.
Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please. Le jeu Noir Perry Monk, number 2. 2 is the winner. Your chips, monsieur.
Merci beaucoup.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place.
Okay, I don't know what we're doing there. I mean, I know how to do roulette, but
My wartime communications from Salvador. He's been sending me messages.
Agent Calavera, I have word that this is great news. I am pleased to report the successful hatching. The hatchlings, which Eva has named Manny and Meche, are quite healthy. And with luck, my next letter will be born to you across the sky by these... Or the revolution! Salvador Lim...
I'm not done reading, but maybe later.
okay. Let's head out of here. Oh, whole new redesign. Calavera Cafe. Interesting. Okay. That looks like a scene from Casablanca.
You think she'll come in tonight?
You know what, Manny? I think she will. I got a feeling tonight's the night.
Okay, see what I wanted to check real quick is the map here. So like I said at the end of my last part, this like glowing part is kind of moving over as we're progressing through the story. So I mean, it looks like we're about a quarter of the way through right now. So about 25% of the way there ish.
You know, when we leave, I'm actually gonna miss this place.
Ah, Manny, why can't we just stay here? We got our fancy club. We got 3 squares a day. Max lets me take the bone wagon out on his kitty track once a week. Plus, we look good in these clothes.
We do. This might be my
It's not where I belong.
This might be my favorite outfit over the past 2.
Should have been on that train a year ago.
Okay, Manny.
Quiet.
Day of the Dead ain't good for business. But last night, remember last night, Manny?
Who was turned up last night?
What's that your...
Oh, this is love song for a special lady.
Oh, sing a little bit for me, won't you?
Well, I only have this part. Bone wagon.
I like it. Well, I'll let you get back to practicing.
I don't need to practice, man. I'm good.
Plus, we look good.
fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes.
Let's get some.
I better take this with me.
Yeah.
I remember animating Manny sliding down the banister. And I remember Tim kept calling for something. He's got to look cool. And so I did that, and I don't think he was ever really happy with it. So I don't know. Apparently don't know what cool means.
Manny's music, the Casino Calavera music, is that was a big moment.
Mind if I sit down, Charlie?
Of course not, Manny. I mean, it is your club, right?
Damn right, it's my club.
Why aren't you over at the roulette tables?
The roulette is for lonely widows and Frenchmen. Why don't you get some slot machines, Manny? Everybody, old women, little children, they all love slot machines. And I have a system, an infallible system for beating them.
I think slot machines attract an undesirable element.
Oh, well, we're all undesirable, Manny.
Yeah, but your credit's no good to boot. What are you doing in my club, Charlie? Didn't I tell you not to come back until you can pay your bar tab?
Oh, or they kicked me out of that cat track for printing fake betting stubs. So now I have to come here, Manny, which I love, which I love.
How did you print fake betting stubs?
With this. Isn't she beautiful? The last time I was incarcerated, I shared a cell with the most dishonest con man I ever met. He was strictly small time, and I managed to steal this from him quite easily.
Thanks. You never know when this may come in handy.
Hey, give that back to me, Manny.
Maybe once you settle your bar tab, hey, Charlie?
Oh, Manny.
What else can you counterfeit?
Nothing. Anything.
So can you make passports?
Manny, you still think like a No, so we are all citizens of the same nation, and our king rides a pale horse.
So no passports?
No, that little hologram is so tricky, you know?
How about drive?
Sure, just about 2 weeks.
When I think of something I need, I'll come back.
I'm not a wishing well, Manny.
All my friends are lone.
Except me, Manny. I'm here to keep you sane.
Tell me
I can't tell you my secrets. You have to get in.
On second thought, stay away from my... That's a nice...
Manny. Then maybe you too.
Well, I've got a...
Oh, yes. Please, Manny.
You know, some people say you should always walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
Not while they're losing. Not while they're losing. You know, some people say you should always walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky
Everything
tonight.
okay down here?
I'm going to need some more chips if Monsieur Lucky does not call it a night soon.
Not while they're losing.
I always wanted to have a really international flair. I guess because Casablanca was very international. But also...
Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please. Le numéro gagnant.
Everything okay down here?
I'm going to need some more chips if Monsieur Lucky does not call it a night soon.
Not while
Mesdames et
they're losing.
messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please. Le jeu Noir Paremanque, number 2. two is the winner. Your tips, monsieur.
How nice.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît.
Sounds good.
I know.
Me and this ticket printer, we're gonna make... Me and this ticket printer, we're gonna make a mint. Me and this ticket printer, we're gonna make a mint. Me and this ticket printer, we're gonna make a mint. Me and this ticket printer, we're gonna make a mint. Me and this ticket printer, we're gonna make a mint. Calavera, it is indeed a great day for the revolution. Say hola to little Manny, the first enlisted messenger to serve the LSA. Please feed him some breadcrumbs and send him back quickly, so we may know that our maiden flight was a success. Manuel, I am sorry to hear that you have not heard from your Meche. You must be patient and let your heart remain open. If it is meant to be, you will someday be reunited. Ha! He still thinks I'm in love with her. Manuel, we have found the head of the serpent. Using the computer access you provided us, we picked up a thread that led us to the man who corrupted the Department of Death. His name is Hector Le Mans. Once a small-time racketeer, he has grown fat and powerful by robbing the newly dead. Watch out for the name Hector Le Mans, Manuel. And be careful. Dear friend, our movement now has true momentum, and our numbers are rapidly growing. Much of this is due to our communications and intelligence systems, both of which we owe to you. In light of your contributions, I would like to announce your promotion to Special Agent status. I, Salvador Limones of the Lost Souls Alliance, salute you, Manuel Calavera. You are a great ally in this noble revolution.
Special Agent Manuel Calavera.
We've discovered a new secret talent of
Mark
our
that.
tiny messengers. We don't know how they do it, but these mysterious birds can actually find their targets just by looking at a photograph of the addressee. To celebrate, Eva has made them all little berets. I'll send you some pictures. Manuel, I am troubled by reports of you buying the automat and converting it into a nightclub. It's fine for you to be comfortable in Rubacava for your long stay, but I pray you haven't lost sight of the larger goals. It is not this world, but the next in which our true glory lies.
I just got this one today.
Beware, Manuel, for you are in grave danger. Somehow rumor has spread on the streets of El Marro of your presence in Rubacava. If this information reaches Hector Le Mans, he surely will send his evil operatives after you. You must give up your search for Mercedes for the time being, and please, be out of Rubacava on the next ship.
I think he's exaggerating the danger a little, but I do feel pretty stupid for putting my name on the big sign.
Agent Calavera, I have word that you arrived in Rubacava safely. This is great news, as your service to the LSA may now continue. I am pleased to report the successful hatching of the eggs you liberated. The hatchlings.
Okay.
My next letter will be borne to you across the sky by these young gossamer wings of truth. For the revolution, Salvador Limones.
Ah, Amarillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur. Well, maybe just a sip.
Gold flakes.
I've got nothing to say to him. You know?
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
I'm keeping this little gold mine to myself. I'm keeping this little gold mine to my... I don't really want to do that. I don't really
want to share this. Huh, okay. Maybe we come back up. I thought she said someone was here to see me. Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay, I forgot about here. Okay. Yep, somebody. Is it her? No. This is an assassin.
Lost for so long. Why didn't you look for me?
I did. You ran off.
Someone's about to get me.
Because you said I was no
That's a robot.
I've been all alone in the world for a whole year. And it's all because of you!
That's Domino. And what's her name? Meche. Jump! Jump! What'd she knock me off for? Like I wasn't trying to help her?
This gonna be an annual thing with you, Manny? Every Day of the Dead, you toss your bones into the drink and I fish 'em out?
I don't plan to be around that long, Velasco. As soon as I find out where that ocean liner's going, I'm after it.
Ho ho! That ship's going to Puerto Zapato. That's the other side of the world. Ain't no ships going out that way but the old Limbo here,
But nothing. If the Limbo's my
Is that
only
Port
hope,
Shoe?
I'm already on board.
Well, good luck, son. That's all I got to say.
Here, let me help you.
There's some...
I never was that... Dang, these...
Speaking of short legs and Casablanca, Humphrey Bogart was actually a fun fact. I think an below average height man, and I think in a bunch of the scenes of that movie he had to be propped up like on something or have higher platform shoes so that he would look taller than the name of the actress that he starred in that movie.
It's locked.
I know, I locked.
Yeah, well, give me the key.
Dang, these short...
Oh wow, this is like a whole puzzle part. You know what? Might end it right here for this part. That was a good chunk of story we already went through. Yeah, I'll probably call it right here. Cool. Thanks for being here with me again for this part. Whoa! Let's see if this moved up a little bit. No, still about a quarter. Okay. Next, we will look around on how to find what is going on over there. Are those bees? Alright, we'll come back and figure out what those people are doing and what's up with this whole spot. Alright, thanks for joining me. Peace out, y'all.